A lot of us soap makers in Nigeria struggle a lot. Despite the fact that there is a demand for soap, especially natural homemade soap in Nigeria, there's a high demand for it, not just in Nigeria, world over sef. I'm going to share three main problems why this is the case. The number one problem is the fact that we are importing our alkali. I don't know whether I'm the only one, but this is over a year. I've been looking for potassium hydroxide. Correct one, oh, not sodium hydroxide being sold as potassium hydroxide. I've gone as far as even looking for the normal local alkali I can't find. The fact that we are importing this alkali, number one, our raw materials most of them are imported. It's a huge problem. This alone on its own will increase the cost of production and make production unpredictable. This is a huge problem for us in Nigeria, especially this potassium hydroxide of a thing is paining me. Another main issue is the cost of production, especially equipment. And it doesn't help that if we that make soap with hand make and bring our finished products because they don't look polished, and all that like commercial ones, the public tends to look down on our product. Meanwhile, it might actually be better than those ones that they were commercialized. Most of us cannot buy some of these expensive equipments. You can imagine, I'll take my time, harvest herbs, process them, make soap as best as I can. But because the finishing is not looking like commercial one, the shape is not looking like commercial one, people look as you will feel as if mine is inferior. Probably not. Mostly not. You understand? So that is another huge problem. It's not everybody that can rake in millions. Even me, I don't have those millions to be able to buy a plotter or to buy a semi-automatic stamping machine. I can't. I don't. And probably maybe I might not even be interested. Probably because of some of the problems that come with it on maintenance and electricity and personnel and whatnot. Another huge problem is competition and branding. Some people have to be forced to sell substandard soaps, not because they want to do that, but because if you make a standard soap and you tell your customer, bring 1,005, he will say the one in the market is 800. Or he will look at it that is too expensive. But make that same kind of soap, maybe in a substandard way, and tell them 500. They'll rush it. That's why everybody is running about looking for profit in soap making, looking for recipes with too much water, 4 liters of oil, 8 liters of water. Definitely any seasoned soap maker knows that soap, no matter your magic, is not a good soap. But that is what people want to hear. That is what people are after, profit, profit, profit. Because mostly the end customer is also looking for something cheap. So this is a huge problem for us in Nigeria. So because of this and weak branding and all that, some of us quality soap makers, nobody tends to know us, or we don't stand out because we don't use big names, we don't use flashy packaging and things like that. Okay? But well, hope is not yet lost. For those of us that do not have millions, we still have our manual cutters. See them here. Plenty people have bought. And they are carrying, I'm going to send their cutters to them. Stamping machine, the one that we can manage, we stamp our soap. Our soap will still look fine with our name and logo. They are all here. Those of us that are managing industrial mixers, heat guns, silicone molds, we will scale up. We will scale up in Jesus' name. By the grace of God, we will scale up. You can see our industrial mixers, industrial pots, everything. Don't lose hope. The most important thing is not to stop. You might fall several times. You might have challenges, but don't stop. Keep on going. And that is what will make you stronger. That is what will make you stand out with time. Because no matter what, people are watching. The public are watching. They are beginning to understand. The awareness is coming in. People are beginning to understand that there is no superiority over commercial and handmade soap. In short, most of the time, handmade soap tend to be better because we cannot do some things that commercial soap makers will do for profit. Most of the time we do it and just get by with the little that we can. Some of us made quite a good profit, of course. For example, when I made my turmeric soap, I was wondering the amount of turmeric I put. If it were in a company, can they put that amount and still sustain the prices they are selling their soap? It's not possible. It's not possible. So please don't give up. We that are into handmade soap, natural soap making, laundry soap, bar soap, don't give up, okay? I still remain your best plug for your soap cutters, your utensils, your training and everything. Zesta Herbal Soap. Love you all. Ciao.